Hello everyone, NukeFizz here, and I'd like to welcome you to Hades. This is a game I've been talking about during my playthrough with Shovel Knight, and I absolutely love this game. I was thinking of showing off my first attempt at a Heat 8 run. Now, just a little warning here, this is after the main story of the game, so there might be some minor spoilers for you that have not played yet. But basically, our friend Skelly here has challenged us to complete a 8 heat run. Now, I've been doing some minor heats, practicing and gathering stuff, but I think I'd like to give it a try, because one of my favorite weapons has a dark aspect applied to it. This is Varatha, the Heart-Seeking Spear. As you can see, I have a fully upgraded aspect of Hades. What that does is that when we do a spin attack, it applies a dot to our enemy, where we deal bonus damage. Alright, so what I'm going to try and do is attempt my first 8 heat. And basically what heat is, as you can see here, we have the Pack of Punishment. Pack of Punishment lets us determine how tough we want enemies, but it also determines more rewards. So for this, I think... Let's see... Greater numbers... Convenience fee... Let's see here... Life total... I like doing that. Let's see, that's heat 7. And damage control. Alright. So our enemies now, all of our prices are 40% higher. There are 20% more enemies. Our armored foes have perks that we can encounter. And they have hearts that make them ignore initial instances of damage. But let's hop right in and attempt this escape.
Won't get bounties any faster with this extra heat.
Welcome to Tartarus, and our first boon here is for Lady Aphrodite.
My Lady Aphrodite, if not for our acquaintance, I'm certain that my days or nights would be much drearier indeed.
Why, dearest, such a wonderfully thoughtful gift for me. I love it, and I would be lying if I said you shouldn't have.
Alright, gonna raise our friendship with Aphrodite, but also get a boon.
It's good enough a guide, believe you me. Mine tells me you are going to succeed.
Yes, alright. That's great. So, I think I want my special to deal... no, I want my attack to deal more damage. Special will do something else later. Yeah, we're already clearing out rooms. Chthonic key, sure. So, the way you play Hades is it is a roguelike, but you basically fight in dungeons. So like we're fighting our way out of Tartarus here, and we're getting rewards as we go. Because the main idea is that we want to escape. Now,
Let's see how quickly I can slay you all.
yep. Now our boy here, we are Zagreus, the Prince of the Underworld. See, with that, we got a Palm of Power. Palm of Power lets us upgrade our boons. So basically, our... Oh, shoot. Yeah, that's a really good item here. See, it's all really fast-paced and going, so... I'm going to keep chatting about how fun this game is. Like, all the gods here are unique, because you have gods that are here to support you. Ooh. Oh, he's making copies. Yep, that Pact of Punishment's already coming into effect. There's a lot going on here. So you got your basic attacks, then you got your special attack, which is triangle on a controller, and then your cast, which you shoot these little blood orbs. Special deals 50% damage, 50% crit, dash 3 times, dash hits 3 times. I'm gonna go with Vicious Skewer.
Deadlier than ever.
I'm gonna go here. Yeah, so mainly Hades is about collecting resources. I just love this game so much. The gameplay is fun. It's always nice to go back to. Ooh, that is. We got Aphrodite there, but we also have Athena here. Athena gives really good boons. So let's go this way. Ow. Yeah, and I realize 8 heat might not be crazy for some people, but it's a good challenge for me, and plus I want to show off this game. It is so much fun. Like, the first instance I played this game, I was like, oh yeah, I get it, and then I started going even more in and in. It's like, oh, I love it.
For you have found me even in the suffocating darkness of the underworld. May my power be of some assistance.
Okay, these are really good, but this is what I want. So basically, as you can see here, our dash now deflects. It is such a good ability. No, nothing I want to buy there. Taurus Heart. So this item here, if we collect it, we will get bonus HP. So I hope you all are having a good week. I know I am. I got a friend's wedding I'm going to go to. That's going to be exciting. As well as just... Jeez, it doesn't feel like April. Like, it does not feel like it's been 4 months already. Ooh, we got Zeus or a shop. The shop is good, but... Like, I could spend money at the shop to get a boon, but this is a boon along with a boss battle. So we might as well see what our boss is. Or, well, a mini-boss. Yeah, Aphrodite boon's already coming into play. Hey, Uncle Zeus.
By the way, nephew, I hear tell your mother Nyx is quite the catch. If you'll
What?
mind my saying so, of course. Your father's never had much of a sensibility around companionship, though perhaps this concubine of his brought something out in him at last.
Oh, geez, Zeus. Special causes lightning bolts. Your cast is a chain of burst. Alright, we're getting really good boons here. That can be shadow, gems, or key. I'm gonna go shadow. Yeah, I'm not really explaining a lot of the game. I've considered doing like a full playthrough of Hades. The thing is, with the nature of the game, it's always just going to be this. Now, I have thought about reaching out to like individuals and stuff like that. Like, if people want me to keep playing Hades, I'll definitely do it. Especially if people want to like make their own custom heat challenges for me in like the comments or something. I think that'd be really fun. Like, you list out, like, look up a list of the heats in a wiki or anything like that, and then post them in the comments, and I definitely give it a challenge, or you can dictate what weapon I try next, stuff like that. Because Hades is all just about going back and back again. It's basically just insanity. But to explain the boon we picked up from Zeus, our cast is now a lightning orb that now bounces. Excuse me. Get some coin there. And this is called a Trove Trial. Trove Trials are like timed events that gives us some bonus items. So let's grab that.
Come forth, wretches, and stop this meddler.
Ooh. That trap activated. Man, you can't even tell what I'm doing half the time. The game is so fast-paced. Oh, but it's so much fun. Like, this was also a gift from a close friend of mine. I really appreciate them giving it to me now, even though it took me forever to pick it up. Once I picked it up, though, I didn't stop.
I shall deal with you later, then.
Oh, it's so fun. Okay, so Aphrodite or a Palm of Power. I'm gonna go for the Palm.
Allow me, boy, to introduce some of my loyal subjects.
This is how we have a time challenge by Hades himself. We have to survive for 45 seconds. Some other interesting things I read about. I think it was a Chipotle that got sieged by rats. That would have been an interesting encounter. Yeah, but it's such a weird time we're in. Jeez, they're throwing a lot of numbskulls at me. Well, this is a good way to make money.
That's quite enough.
Give me my quarry.
There we go. The power of the gods.
That's what. Oh, geez, that's a huge increase to damage. That's 24. That's increased by 14%. Do I want 105? The 14%'s too good. Ooh, we get to meet a friend here.
Caught me on a break again.
Hello,
Hello, sir.
I think it's Sisyphus. But we also have our friend Boldy here.
You're always here for me, Baldy. Cheers.
Thank you, Boldy.
Well,
Prince, that vintage ambrosia bottle that you gave me, that was the greatest thing I ever tried, I think. Even Boldy enjoyed the stuff.
I thought you'd like it, sir, and so I'm pleased to offer you another. Almost a shame we seldom get such imports from Olympus around here. I hope I can appreciate it for myself sometime, once all this is over with, I think.
What? You mean that you've never touched the stuff yourself? You've much more self-control than I have there. Perhaps someday we'll have a chance to share some between us.
Yeah, I hope so too.
And there's just a lot. So just to also explain, there's a relationship system in Hades too. Man, there's so much fun
Prince,
stuff.
It seems you brought my little Shady back to visit me. How very kind. And I can tell he's in good care of late.
He is, sir, and I'm grateful once again to have adopted him. You sure you don't want him back, though? Always seems like you could use a friend.
All due respect, Highness, but I've the best friend anyone can ask for to my right just there. And as for little Shady,
He's
he was
talking
more
about the
inclined than I to see
boulder.
the farthest reaches of the underworld. Safe travels to you both.
Alright, so when you have a friendly encounter, you can get some items here. I'm gonna get some darkness,
Makes sense to me.
which is basically an upgrade material we can use later. So in every Hades run, you collect upgrade materials. The only thing you don't keep in your runs is your coins. So near the end of your run, you always want to spend coins. And as you can see, we have Charon, the boat keeper here. And a boss coming up. Alright, I think I'm going to get this. This is a sack that will always have a random boon. Specials is stronger. That's a lot of damage. That's a huge damage increase. Yeah. And I can buy a health upgrade, so I'll do that too. So this is also how you start out in Hades. You start out much weaker.
Oh, great.
I gotta ask.
It's Electo.
How come you keep on showing up, Redblood? I thought you would have had enough beatings by now.
Well, you know, I've come to enjoy these visits with you so much, Electo, that I've made it something of a regular routine. Form good habits and then stick to them, I say.
You call this a good habit, huh? Maybe for me it is. Well, come here all you like, and I will be here waiting every single time. About once every 3 times, anyway.
Alright, we have the first boss here. Or, well, one of the first bosses, Electo. Electo here really likes inflicting pain on mortals. But with our spear and ow. That deflection is so good. Basically, with Electo here, you just want to burn them down. Jeez, there's a lot going on. You can tell I've taken some pretty good damage here. Oof, but that will take her out. That is Electo.
She won't like this.
With that, we get a Blood of the Titans, which is used to upgrade our weapons, and some gemstones that we can use for other items later. But that is floor 1 of 4 of Hades.
How many times?
I don't
Let's
know.
keep going.
So here we have our keepsakes. I didn't really get to explain this earlier, but keepsakes are basically items that give us little bonuses here. And I'm going to want to run into a god or goddess known as Demeter. Try and get some of their boons, because her boons are pretty good. So I'm going to equip her specific boon,
Go with that.
well, her specific item to get a boon from her. Nope, everything's expensive.
That's enough Tartarus.
Yeah, well, with Tartarus cleared, we make it to the next floor of Hades, which is Asphodel. As you can see, Asphodel is a river of lava. With that, we got some obols here. Let's go get some coin. So, biggest thing that you always want to do if you're Hades run is basically try and find boons that work well together. So right now, my Aphrodite boon does need some support, but what it does is that not only does it increase my attack damage, it inflicts a curse on it called weakness. And what weakness does is it makes my enemies deal less damage to me. As you can see, these... Ow! Lava, lava, lava. That's... I don't like Asphodel because I keep dashing into the lava half the time. But let's clear that out. Collect our obols. See if there's anything grabbing here. Ah, a trove.
You shall pay for that.
It's not like you leave these here. I'm gonna remember my special can deflect. But let's collect our quarry.
I'll take it.
Alright, next we have a boon or some obols. That is the boon I want to go for, because that is the sign of Lady Demeter. Yes. Like, the other thing I love about this game is just its music. Its character design is great, its music is fun, it's a really nice roguelike. And we got some little bone hydras here. That out.
It's Lady Demeter.
Get Demeter's
Achieve your
boon.
goal and see the surface world, Zagreus. I've but one bit of knowledge to impart. Don't ever fall for mortals. Use them if you must, but do not waste your love on those who waste away.
Oh, that's really good. That's so heroic is the highest level version of a boon we can get. I gotta take it.
Against each other, aren't they?
Frost is way too good. So what Frost does, it applies a stacking debuff. Can I afford both? No, it's 375. Do I gamble or do I take Hermes? I'm gonna gamble.
I commend you for your efforts.
Okay, your abilities to deflect to make foes exposed. Let's go with Blinding Flash. Hermes would have probably been better, but I went with the cheaper option. That's a good thing I grabbed that deflect, because now we have these bosses. As you can see, I'm deflecting half of the shots they're throwing at me. I think it's time to call in one of my chthonic companions, though. So you see here in the left corner above my boons, I have a little stuffed boy, and Sisyphus, who we just talked to. I talked about him.
Coming right up.
So you see, I can summon Sisyphus to deal a bunch of damage and collect a bunch of items. It's a really good companion. But let's talk to Demeter again. If you have no Death Defiances, Slow Restore. This is really good. Arctic Blast is really good for what we're going with. As you can see, above our health bar here, we got 3 little Zagreus heads. So what those are called Death Defiances. So if I were to reach 0 HP, one of those would pop and then instantly restore me back to life. Pretty nice item, pretty nice to have. And you get these later as you go. So like the darkness, the dark crystals you collect, you basically take them to what you get is known as the Mirror of Night, which you can use to grab upgrades later that affect how you go. So basically I want to run into Aphrodite again. Because basically I have a thing on my... Ooh, double trouble. Okay, we'll get to that in a moment. Because basically what I have is one of the upgrades you can get Hades, is that if you apply 2 curses to an enemy, you deal bonus damage to them, which is really nice. But here's what we have known as a Trial of the Gods.
Whichever god I don't pick won't be pleased.
So basically, if you pick one, the other god will get angry and start buffing the enemies. So I'm going to go with Aphrodite, because Athena's is really easy to dodge. Your call fires a projectile that inflicts charm. Okay, that is a status curse. Victims fight for you with greater strength and speed. Let's go with the call for now.
Understand by now that when you test my patience, I shall test your ability.
Sorry, Athena.
Didn't have much choice.
No, we had much choice. It's just that Athena's is really easy to deal with when it's a Trial of the Gods. I think the charm is going to be nice. Yeah, you see as Athena did right there, made this guy immune. Okay. And stop it, Athena. Yeah, but it's just so much fun, man. Yeah, let's see here. Oh shoot, we're running a little farther in time. I think after I clear the boss here, I'm gonna make this a 2-parter. Yeah, but the best thing about Hades is that after you beat the base story, which is basically 10 runs, you complete the main story. The epilogue really just lets you experiment.
My father's temper, Zagreus. I am able to keep it in check, though I expect you to do your part.
What do we get? Resist damage from traps when you deflect attacks. It deals more damage. That's a really good one. Yep, so if I didn't explain it, there are rarities in Hades. Hermes, you keep showing up, buddy, but the shop is more tempting. Let's go to the shop. Oop. But there are rarities. You have your common. In fact, I'll just show it here. You have your common, you have your rare, you have your epic, and heroic. The higher rarity your boon is, the better it performs. So as you can see here, we have a health upgrade or an Aphrodite boon. So let's see, any damage, any heart chamber rewards more health. When foes are slain, resist some damage from nearby foes' attacks. Let's take that reduced damage. I might as well buy the key. It's something that we get to keep and use for later. But let's get to the next boss.
Good day, Lenny. And now, prepare to die.
As you can see here, we have Lerny, the Bone Hydra. We're already burning him down. And basically, with this spear aspect that I have, you just want to keep the damage going. Alright, after a point, Lerny does become invincible and summons tiny heads that you have to take care of first. But we have our deflection dash, so a lot of stuff Lerny can throw at us just gets thrown right back. Now we're going to confuse Lerny and kind of stick his AI, because when we charm him, he gets confuzzled and... Okay, sorry, I'm trying to... Talking and playing at the same time is kind of difficult. Okay, we're going to want to keep that one alive, because it's going to fight other bone hydras, or it will just die. Okay. And we cleared that out. All we have left now is Lerny. Take this, Lerny. Get confused. Let's reapply our... Ow, 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 ow. Buddy, can you come over here, please? Please? There we go. Let's drop Boldy on him. And Lerny has been vanquished. With that, we get a bunch of food.
That was 5 seconds, right?
As well as a diamond, an item we can use to unlock more stuff later. But with that, we've cleared Asphodel. Alright, we're already halfway through this run, and I'm feeling really good about it. But I think I'm going to break this up into a two-parter, because this is already 27 minutes in, and I don't want to do like a 40-minute video. So I want to thank you for joining me for this first part of my first attempt at a Heat 8 run-through of Hades. I hope by just watching this game, you guys give it a try. It is just, it's so much fun. It's so much fun. But in the next video, I'm going to basically see what we can do about finishing this run, as well as looking to getting into our next project of one of the DLCs of Shovel Knight. But until then, I'll see you guys next time.